Good morning, Collie. How are you going? Hi, everyone. Hope you're all okay. My name's Suzie, and I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. So, if you're anywhere in Australia, I can help you out. So, whether it's with cards, product information, anything like that, I can help you. So, just a couple of housekeeping things is one, we have a fantastic offer to join. So, if you've been seeing on the fence, humming and hawing, whether to join or not, even if you only want to be a hobby demonstrator, plenty of the ladies are hobby demonstrators and they buy just for themselves. So, kit today, our starters kit, is $303. Good morning, Marlene. How are you going? $303 for $169. So that is really, really awesome. I've never seen it that high before. It's really a fantastic offer. So that's just for the period of the 6th of May to the end of May. So if you're interested, give me a call or email me, or if you just go into my webpage and everything is down below. Hi Kim, how you going? Everything is down below in the more box. So you've got my website, see my one up that side. No, that side. I was getting mixed up. It's that side to shop with me. So, yeah, it's a really fantastic offer. And then once you join, you automatically get a discount of 20%. So that's even better. And 20% on normal stock things when you buy. You can put all these new products into a kit and have them to work with straight away. If we have a special, and quite often we will have a special, you will get your 20% off and then you'll get another 20 or 30% off because the product's on a special. So, you could end up with 50%, so half price. No boner to me. You don't have to do videos like I do, and you don't have to organise a team. You can do it just purely for yourself because you love crafting and getting a discount as well. So that's number one, ticked off. Number two is our scrapbooking, 3-day virtual scrapbooking workshop. So what it is you will actually buy all the products from Stampin' Up. So when I find out what the link is going to be, I can let you know. So you get the whole 3 days kits, and I think it's 12 double pages, all cut, everything done. All you have to do is put it together, and it will be in a Facebook group, so you'll be able to go in and re-watch the videos and do it at your leisure. So that is $435 for the 3 days, which is quite reasonable, really. If you say it fast, it's even more reasonable. Okay, and I'm saving my rewards to get that kit. So that's what my rewards. And when you do an order, you get 10% back in rewards. So another 10% off the others too. So it's all, discount. Great. All right. enough. It's been one of those mornings and I'm a little bit jittery. I'll tell you about it in a minute. I've had to settle down a bit. So I'll go down to the mat now and I'll show you what we're going to do today. So today was our last day of using kits, but stamp sets, but I actually didn't use a stamp set on this. I used the paper. Hi Lynn, how you going? I used the paper, but I didn't use any actual stamping, not on this one. There will be a little bit of stamping, but not a lot. So this is what we've got. And one of my things have fallen off, but it is somewhere around here because I picked it up yesterday and put it in a safe place. And that safe place is never to be found. And this will have a white piece on to put your greeting. So it's quite a big card. So there's quite a lot of gluing and that in it. So I've cut everything out. So it should be quite fun to do. It looks terrifying, but it's not. So it folds up like that. It's 5 by 7, so it'll go in a 5 by 7 envelope. You've got your greetings on here. Wow, it is a bit of a wow card, isn't it? And you don't have to just stick with putting paper on here. You can decorate these how you want. If you want to tiz it up a bit, you know, you can stamp on it, you can put die cuts on it, but I would only leave the die cuts in here or maybe on this one because this folds over, so probably get pulled off. So that's what we're going to make today. So we'll put that over there and let's bring in what I've got. So I put it all on. I've got to get it up without dropping it. Okay. So this is that ribbon. So we've got 2 little pieces here, which are about 7 inches by 1 inch. Pretty, yeah, it is, isn't it? So you've got 2 of those, and then you fold them in half. So I'll put these aside because they're all, I've done it all because a lot of it is gluing. So the card base, which is this, and I've already scored it. So the card base is 11 inches by 7 inches. So that's how the card is. Then it's been scored at 1/2 inch, 3 inches, 5.5 inches, 8 inches, and 10.5. So that gives you your 2 little 1/2 inches on each side. Okay. Then we're going to, this one's going to be a mountain fold. And I did sort of get a bit, I've done that on the wrong one because I went a bit crooked. I'm going to get my bone folder and I'm going to give it a crease. So that's the mounting. Then we've got a valley. Just give them a crease. Then we've got another mounting. And then mountain valley. Is that right? No. Mountain valley. Mountain valley. Yeah, I'm right. I lost my train of thought then. And then this one is a mountain again. Okay, so we've got this at the moment. We're a bit crooked, aren't we? That better? So we're going to take our little strips, and these are 1 inch, and then score it at 1/2 inch. So you've got 2 of these, and they are going to go with the fold side on each side of that middle one. But we're not going to use glue. We're going to use tear and tape. So that's how it's going to be. So I'm going to put the tear and tape on. I'm only going to put it on one side. I can put it on both sides. We're just going to stick it on one side. So I'm going to put it on the edge. So I'm going to put 2 rows on each side. I always get this stuck to me. Hi Sue, how you going? No, that's fine. You're never late. Cut that off. Okay. Oh, it sticks to you. So that's one done. Now we'll do the second one. Now, I've put it at 7 inches, but you probably can cut a bit off. So just put that to the fold line. And we'll do the other side. To the crease line. Okay. Now, these both go. Hi, Lorraine. How are you going? These will go on either side. And I can cut some off that because I don't really need that 7 inches. But I just did it on, so I knew I'd have a lot. So we're going to take one piece. I'm going to actually just cut it off. It's sticking to me. Yeah, so that should be enough. I'm going to do the other one the same size. I only really need about 6 inches. Okay. Oh, that's lovely. That's really nice, Kim. I've got that one. I haven't played with it yet. Sounds like a lot of fun and the kids will love it. So fold first to the middle, fold. So you got mountain, valley, mountain. So I'm going to make sure that the glue is on my paper and doesn't come off when I take it up. So, fold side. So we're going to pick this one up at first. Where's my take a pick tool? So I'm now going to put this about even. Just on the inside of that fold. Okay. Then we're going to take our second piece and give it, make sure it sticks. I don't really use tear and tape a lot. The fold and put that up to the edge. We all do that, Kim. That's how we learn. you find someone that you like what they do, and you just put your own spin on it. So I'm going to put them level, and I'm going to go on the other can't see. Oh, I'm a little bit off there at the bottom, but if I try and pick it up, it's going to rip. Okay, so we've got that. Yep, fake it till you make it. That's the one. Used to use it all the time. So we got that. Now I'm going to put tape on both of these ends. So again, just below the fold line. That's one. I'll do the other one. Mr. Deeks is asleep on the chair, on his chair. He was, while I was watching you, Lorraine, he kept sitting on me glass mat here, and I thought, oh, don't tell me you're going to keep jumping up all through my video this morning. And we'll just put another piece there. To the end. Okay, so we'll just give those a burnish. And we're going to put that to one side. Now, I have 6 pieces at 2 1/4 by 6 3/4. So that's these ones. Then after that, I have 4 at 2 by 6 1/2, and that's my pattern pieces. And then I have 2 6 1/2 for writing on. Yeah, they do that. Suzie's pretty good. He'll sit on his chair Yes, Kim Lorraine does do videos. She's on before me. She's on between 9:30 to 10:30. So we're going to now take these and we're going to put on our so we're going to put some. I'll just tell you, this one is taken from Floral Impressions 12 by 12. So that's the paper I'm using. So instead of using a stamp today, we're using some of the paper, the new ones. So now I'll tell you about my saga this morning. So I saw the whole light on. That was about 5:30 when Paul was due to go to work. So I ended up going back to sleep. So that was okay. Anyway, Marla starts barking her head off at 5:30 in the morning. So I decided I'd get up because she wouldn't stop and she'd annoy the neighbours. So what I got up to was a floor that was absolutely drowned. It looked like the River Irwell. So what happened was yesterday morning, or yesterday, the day before, the night before. We don't usually walk in front of the TV because we don't need switches there or anything. All done by remote these days, isn't it? And Paul found a wet patch. So there was too much there for it to be Zeus, and he never wheezed on the carpet. He always wheezed in his box. So Paul has been giving Marla, because she's got arthritis in her back legs and it's hard for her to get up sometimes. He bought this rosehip powder. And she has 6 scoops in her evening meal. So this was where Marla had peed on the carpet. So I had to wash that, got the mop and everything and cleaned it all up. And then when I got up this morning, where my computer desk is, I have a rubber mat so that I don't sleep when, for babies. Yeah. So she actually did it on the rubber mat last night. Now, Paul has his doors shut because he's usually up by about anywhere between 2:30 and 4:30, depending on his shifts. And half of the mat was ripped up. So I figured that she'd done it on my rubber mat. So there's our 4 done. Now we'll do the one for the back to write on. So Paul had cleaned up what he could before he went to work. And he'd ripped up the rubber. Well, it was still all under the rubber too. Anyway, he rang me to say, and I said I'd gathered that had happened. And so he said to me, I didn't have time to wash the mop or the bucket out, and it has. He just mopped the wee up and put it in the bucket. So the bucket had wee in it as well. No water. God, she must have had the biggest pee ever. So I had my first cup of coffee before I do anything. Anyway, I went to clean it up and rip the rest of the rubber up before I tackled my breakfast and whatnot. Anyway, I pulled it up to rip it up, and I fell. I went face first. And because it was all wet, I couldn't get up. So I had to crawl to, I had to crawl to the stepladder that was outside the big bathroom. So we've got these, and we've got our back ones. These are going to go here, here, there, and there. So we'll put these on there. So because I have an SOS on my phone, when I fell and didn't get up straight away, my phone started it goes to 3 people I have on my phone. So it started ringing. So I had to crawl and get myself up and get to my phone so I could turn the SMS off. So it just puts a message, I did fall, but I'm okay. So that was okay. So because when I fell, I hit the bucket, didn't I? Full of piddle. So I had it all over my jammies. I'll tell you what, this Secret C is really hard to find the lines on. So I got piddle all over me. had to go and have a shower and get my jammies off. Because when I fell, I hurt my knee. So it's a bit swollen, but hopefully it's okay. So I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to have to either leave her in and close both of our doors. Well, if she tried to make me, she wouldn't, because my tablet bombed me out. So I wouldn't hear her. And usually she'll come to the bed and dance up and down to let me know that she wants to go out. But of course, I didn't. If it's in the middle of the night, I didn't hear anything. So yeah, talk about dramas. Okay. So there we've got our 4. I think it was a bit stronger than that, Kim. So at least I know that the SOS works, because it's supposed to be so many seconds if you fall and you don't get up, that it sends a message. So the white ones now we're going to put on the back. Yeah, so it was in the shower, quick smart. Had to wash my hair because my head was in it. So exciting. So I might have to get some of those puppy pads, Lorraine, that might help. But my carpet, my rug in my lounge is now out on the over the outdoor seat, because it's all wet and I have to wash it, clean it. So she's outside at the moment, and Paul said to leave her outside. So I might text him and tell him to get some of those puppy pads. So we don't know whether it's because of the rosehip syrup. No, it's a powder, not a syrup. She does tend to drink a lot of water anyway, and she's 15 years old. So it also could be, get the extra large ones, yeah. So it could be the fact that her body's trying to shut down or something, I don't know, because she's 15 years old, so what's that, about 90 years old or something in dog years? Okay, so these now are going to do our diamonds. I must find that one. I know it's here somewhere, because I picked it up yesterday. So we're going to now glue these on. We'll do this one first. So this one's Secret Sea. This one's Strawberry Slush. And these are 2¼ by 2¼ 2 inches by 2 inches for the hang on. So we've got 2¼ by 2¼ DSP is 2 by 2, and the base card is 2½ by 2½. So we'll put all these together now. Yeah, I might have to try that, Lorraine, because we can't leave her out. Like, she's not so bad outside during the day when she's undercover, but can't leave her out at night. She's already, she's already got arthritis in her hind legs, so we can't leave her out at night. That'd just be cruel. Okay, so there's one. I thought by now she'd have started howling to come in. She's used to being inside since she got here. She's been a bit spoiled. And apparently where Paul was living in Harvey Bay, the guy that he shared the house with, or land with, because he had his caravan, he had a dog. And Marla used to go inside with his dog. So she got spoiled going inside. So yeah, so that was my exciting morning. Yeah, that's what I reckon, Lorraine. It's rose hip powder. Rose hip's supposed to be good for arthritis in them. It's an animal product. It's not a human product. But it might have it. That's what I thought it might be, that something in the rose hip powder was doing it, and it wasn't just a normal piddle neither. Poor thing. I mean, there's just so much of it was unreal. And I'll have a look and see if I can find if it's got a direct link to it. But that's my guess too, Lorraine, that it has something in it that makes her piddle. Because she can't, when she's out in the yard, when she goes out, you can't tell because she's in the grass. And it's only, well, during the day she goes out, she lets me know, and she goes out. So that's not a problem. But it's just been at night. And she has been drinking a lot. So quite possibly. Quite possibly could have. I think my gun is getting towards the end of this one. It's done well. Yeah, so that was my exciting morning. Not too much. Sometimes. So, Lorraine, do you know of anything for arthritis for dogs in the other than the rose hip? It's not hurting us because she's not crying out, but you just see her struggling trying to get up. So she's obviously not in pain with it. Not at this stage anyway. And she has the most beautiful temperament. So we're getting there with these. So I cut most of it out last night because there was no way that I could cut it out on a live. It was just too much. That one looks too big. It's that one. I cut that one too short for some reason. And I'm short. What have I got? I only need 2 more. Oh, yeah. Glutamine is good for in humans and dogs. Oh, okay. I shall let him know that. This, I just need to do this one. The stuff wasn't cheap neither. So it has to be 2 1/4. Now, where did I put it? That went. It took quite a bit of paper doing this. Two and a quarter, and that's only supposed to be 2 inches. Well, that's a bit weird. I must have gone wonky with all of these last lots. But turns out took off. All right. So this should be, I did it wrong, it should be 2.5. I cut this at 2.25, didn't I? That should be 2.5 and this should be 2. This should be 2.25. That's right. Here she goes. That's 2.5. Right. No, it's not. It's 2.25. Silly me. I knew she'd end up carrying on at the back when she doesn't see anybody there. Two and a half by 2.5. We'll do it right. Must have got a bit slack towards the end of it. That's better. So we know. Yeah, and they deserve it. All the animal shelters. I don't have any time for people Animals know when people don't like them. I don't have any time for people who abuse them. There we go. That's the end of our gluing. Whew. Took a while, didn't it? Okay, so we have 3 here. We have 3 on that side. And we have 2 in the middle. So I'm just going to there, put those there. Now, we're going to start at the top. So I'm now going to take one and put it on the diamond shape. So I'm going to put it at that point at the top. And get that point on the middle of that seam. Oh, that's so good, Lorraine. Where the kids enjoyed the puppies. And then I'm going to take the second one. Yeah, it warms your heart, doesn't it? And I'm going to put that on there, up the top, and put that crease in the middle there. Now, we're going to fold this back. Okay. Now this time, we're going to put this one on, but we want it to also cover or be the same as this one. So as much as we can. I can't get it dead over. And we're going to take our bottom one. I'm going to put that point and try and get as much cover as we can on this one here. You won't get it exact. Then this one is going to go in our middle. So I'm actually going to put a bit of glue here. And I'm going to try and get that in the middle. And eyeball it so it's even. That could have come down a little bit. So there's that one. And they're fairly thick. So you would be handing this to somebody, not... it would fit in an envelope, but it'd have to be a larger envelope for the thickness. So once again, I'm going to take a parterre tape and we're going to fold that back. So we're going to put the point at the top there and get it as close as we can to covering that one. So you don't have to do these with the paper. What's happened? Okay, I've got a black screen. If you can hear me, I'm just going to go out and come back in again. All right? Just bear with me. I'll come back in.